Well, the pan has been in the oven curing for 1 hour, 300 degrees. I rubbed it with oil as recommended. You don't really see any oil on top. And I'm going to let it cool per instructions, and then we could try and test drive it. Maybe fried egg, maybe a lean burger. I left a pot holder on the end of it just so everyone in the household knows that it's hot, fresh out of the oven. Alright, so the pan has been seasoned. It was in the oven for 1 hour at 300 degrees Fahrenheit with a little bit of oil rubbed inside. I have wiped out anything that was residual, and now I have these adorable tiny little eggs that we are going to test out. See, they were sweating because they were fresh from the fridge. We're going to test out whether an egg can be fried without any oil. So let's do the green one. I'm going to crack it on the side, not on the side of the pan, but on the... Wow, that's some hard shell on that egg. Okay, let's try that. Wow. The green eggs are super hard shelled. Oop. Just make sure I don't...
Go ahead.
You know what? I'm going to leave that. That's a really, really hard egg, so let's try this one.
Break my egg?
No. Thank you. Polly offered me to test it out on his head. These are hard too. Just want to make sure I'm not getting any shell inside the egg. So far, so good. Again, no oil. And I have a plastic spatula or a rubber grip spatula on the standby. My heat's on. I have an electric stove. It's on, medium, which is 5. From high to low. Lowest is 1. So far, it's looking pretty interesting. Let's see. It's lifting up. Look at that. See, the yolk is stayed on there. So let's see. So far, so good. I'm going to try one over easy and leave the other ones sunny side. And these are the pullet eggs from the young chickens. Alright, let's try moving the pan. Well, no oil, so far so good. Let's try this one as an over easy because the yolk's already broken. No yolk. Doesn't look like anything's burning. Nothing's sticking. But again, many of these pans start off working fabulously for a period of time and they just kind of give up. So we'll see. The egg test is by far the most telling because when you go to make a sunny side up egg, you want the egg, it looks a little ghoulish, doesn't it? You want the egg intact, the yolk intact. You don't want it to be all ripped up or for it to turn into scramble. So heating up evenly underneath. This one, not bad. Look at that. So I would say it's passing the egg test. The way that it's recommended to wash is warm soapy water, hand dry, so not dishwasher, which is fine. I don't mind hand washing pans. So far so good. Look at that. You get real-time egg. Alright, let me put that down, and because I'm right-handed. Yeah, nothing is stuck. Looks pretty good. So let me season up the eggs and give them to hubby so he can have that. And the next test I'm going to try is melted cheese. Okay, so the eggs have been removed. I got some American white cheese. I've wiped out the pan with a piece of paper towel so there's no oil. I'm going to put one piece. Paulie's eating his eggs. I gave it to him on a piece of toast because, you know, if I'm test driving something, I need someone to consume it. I showed the eggs, yeah. And I also have some shredded cheese, which I'm going to make a little twill out of in this pan, hopefully. I've turned the heat down to a 4. I don't want it to singe. Let's see, a little bit. There you go. That's enough to test it out. You hear moaning from the other room? That's the mini egg, fried egg. Alright, as you can see, it's starting to color up. If this works, I'm optimistic. Alright, let me grab my, I think I have some little bamboo tweezers. I don't. How about chopsticks? I want to flip the cheese over, the piece of cheese right here. So I'm going to try that with a pair of chopsticks. Make sure these are separated. Oh, these guys don't play together. We want to keep you separated. Huh. See how messy this could get? Okay, let's see. Wow. So far I'm impressed with the cheese the most. Look at that. It's like the crispy cheese you get on an old-fashioned burger at not Johnny Rockets, Shady Glen in Manchester, Connecticut. Manchester and Willimantic. So this one is just about ready to flip. Again, I'm doing this behind the camera, so things will be much easier when you go to make it yourself. So there's a little cheese twill. And that's probably, and of course the doggy's coming in. I think I'm going to, let's see, I might be able to turn off the heat soon. I think this one is ready. Yeah. So let me turn off the heat. And pull the pan off a little bit off the heat. Here, I'll take you with me. So the twill looks nice. Nothing's stuck. Easier if I turn you, wouldn't it? Right, like that. So the cheese is definitely not stuck. You see, there was plenty of oils, obviously, in the cheese to release it, but look at that. Melted cheese, goodness. And ooh, as I touch that with my finger, not a good idea. So again, to wash it is to wipe it out, let it cool. Don't touch it while it's hot because it retains a lot of heat. It's a relatively thick cut. Now here, I'll show you the edge of it. See that? Pretty thick cut. So I'm going to let this cool. Probably give this to my tasting gallery in the other room. Make sure they enjoy that. Look at that little twill, cheese twill out of shredded cheese. So far so good. So what I'm going to do is every time or anytime I use this in a cooking video, I will note which pan it is. You'll probably see the difference. The other pans I have are gray interior. This one is a green. This is a 10-inch, so it could be used for sauteing, frying, eggs. You saw cheese, melted cheese. This would not have as easily released from a stainless pan unless you had oils already in it, even though this is an oily item to cook. But I'm pretty impressed with the cheese. So there you go. You saw egg and cheese, and so far so good. Maybe during the week I will try a grilled cheese to see how that works. And my favorite way to make grilled cheese is with a little of coconut oil, but I'm going to try it without anything. based on this pan's recommendation, no oil, butter needed. So I would say so far it's thumbs up, but stay tuned to my other cooking videos to see how this holds up over time. And this is a, riveted handles. It looks like it'll stand up to wear and tear. It has a little groove to hold your finger in. The only thing I don't know that I'm uncertain of, and that's because the information that came with the pan did not have it on it, is the maximum temperature for it when you pop this in the oven, what it will withstand. So I'll research that and I'll note that in the description, in the description below. But as always, if you have any questions for me, feel free to ask. I look forward to seeing if you guys have one of these pans and you've tried it before. Don't forget the thumbs up. It's free for you and it helps me out. And I will see you all next time, probably with more food. Thanks for watching, everyone.